Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you for our witnesses for being here. In preparation for this meeting, I met with some of our staff yesterday, and I tried to explain to them who Pete Rose was. One of them didn't know who Pete Rose was, but I guess he's not for him getting in the Hall of Fame, and I didn't want to talk about Duke. But they did know about the airports. They briefed me well on that, and our airports are so important for our country, for people getting around, economics, jobs. And airports do that. They connect communities, they connect people, they fuel our economies, and they support our broader transportation ecosystem that works together with the airplanes. As ranking member, I've been proud to support transformative investments in critical facilities to airports, especially the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act and the 2024 FAA Reauthorization Act. That was one of the more important bills we passed last year. As ranking member, I was proud to participate with, at that time, Chairman Graves, and of course, our ranking member Larson, and Chairman Graves, who did such a great job in putting the bill together. Hopefully, all those geniuses from DOGE won't tear it apart and destroy it. The IJA, in particular, made historic investments in our airport in Memphis, including airports all over the country. In Memphis, we've seen the firsthand impact. The Memphis International Airport, the busiest cargo airport in North America and the second busiest in the world prior to tariffs, has leveraged this funding and grants to make meaningful improvements for cargo and passengers alike. Of course, Memphis is home to FedEx, and that's why we're so high in the cargo area. The airport's newly modernized terminals, consolidated operations, enhanced accessibility, and significantly improved energy efficiency. It's more than just a facelift. This is the next generation facility that reflects Memphis's role as a logistics leader and gateway to the world. In 2024, the FAA reauthorization bill, that continued our momentum and authorized $4 billion annually through 2028 for the Airport Improvement Program, which was the first substantial increase in over a decade. But challenges still remain. The FAA estimates $67.5 billion needed airport infrastructure upgrades through 2029. Terminals are aging. Gate capacity is strained, and with the expected rise of advanced air mobility aircraft and growing climate risks, our airports must be equipped not just for today, but for tomorrow. That means continued investment in safety, which remains top of mind after recent accidents and close calls. The Runway Safety Council and the new FAA initiatives to improve surface surveillance and detection systems are critical, and will continue working to ensure their effective implementation. It means ensuring workers have the support, training, and protections they need to do their job safely. Ramp operators, people working on the ramp, and people, the air traffic controllers as well. We've tragically lost at least 5 ramp workers in just the past 2.5 years. These workers are operating in fast-moving, extreme environments, included on the tarmac and the elements, guiding aircraft, loading bags, and supporting passengers with disabilities. And yet the FAA-mandated ramp safety review required by FAA reauthorization is months overdue. We cannot allow this kind of delay when lives are on the line. Likewise, gate and ticket agents are facing a rise in verbal and physical assaults, often from simply enforcing airline policy. I don't remember that happening in the past. It may have, but I don't remember people being rowdy on airplanes and having to be held down and all that. So somewhere or another, society is getting a little bit out of hand. The FAA law included new protections for frontline workers, but they must be implemented swiftly and with labor's voice at the table. And for passengers with disabilities, which is an issue I'm championing in that bill, we've taken long overdue steps to ensure their mobility devices are properly handled. Wheelchairs were thrown around and destroyed, and those are people's legs. An issue that I was proud to work with Senator Duckworth, who championed the issue as well. The Department of Transportation's new rule on training for stowing wheelchairs and scooters is now finalized, and it's vital that airlines act quickly and responsibly to implement it. In Memphis and across the country, airports are economic engines and community anchors. Let's make sure we give them the tools and investments and workforce protections they need to succeed. Thank you, and I look forward to today's discussion and hearing from you all and what's going on in Cincinnati and Raleigh-Durham. Yield back.
Gentleman yields. I now recognize Ranking Member of the full committee, Mr. Larson. 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chair Nels and Ranking Member Cohen, for holding today's hearing to examine our airport infrastructure, the safety and regulatory challenges they face, and to find ways to address these challenges. I want to, as well, thank the witnesses for joining us today. Airports serve as a vital engines that power local economies. They generate good jobs, they stimulate local businesses, and they attract financial investment. A study published by the Airports Council International North America last month found that airports with commercial service support 12.8 million jobs, provide $619 billion in annual payroll, and produce $1.8 trillion of annual output. Even more than those benefits, airports serve as a critical, of course, transportation hub and strengthen connectivity by bringing people together safely. Congress recognized the importance of airports when we passed the 2024 FAA reauthorization. That law bolsters airport infrastructure and operations, improves environmental protections, and most importantly, enhances airport safety. The safety provisions included requirements to maximize the hiring of air traffic controllers, expand the deployment of surface surveillance technology to prevent near misses at all large and medium airports, create a new runway safety grant program, accelerate the replacement of insufficient air traffic control legacy systems, and strengthen protections for airport workers, among other reforms. As we approach the one-year anniversary